Hey everyone, it's me. I'm alive. I set a goal to upload every day in April, and that's not happening. But um, I've been thinking over the past couple days, uh, and really a lot of it today, about it's time that I take YouTube more serious than I have been, and I'll explain that all in a second. It's been a crazy week for me. I joined my esports team. We decided that the leader was not good, and we formed our own team. It's named Axis Esports. If you really want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, we have one, but it's probably not going to be active for a while because we still have to train and find people. So, yeah, my esports career is kind of, I guess you could say, taken off. I joined a team, and we're all pretty serious about it. Like you can tell that we're at least serious about it. But um, freelancing, why I started freelancing was to get away from Walmart and having to work a traditional job and learn skills. And I've learned a lot of skills over the past 8 months of freelancing. And now it's time that I apply those skills to YouTube and take it more serious than I have been. So I'm going to get this channel to 10,000 subscribers. And I'm going to do it whether whatever the sacrifice is. I noticed that I have my esports team, which I enjoy. I have my freelancing, which I enjoy, and I have my YouTube, which I enjoy. They all have hard times, and you know what? It's time. It's time that I really dig my heels into the dirt. I mean, there's certain aspects of my life that I've, shall we say, optimized. I've figured out a diet that makes me happy where I only have to spend $50 a week on food. I figured out how to live without heat on in the winter. I figured out, you know, timing to drive my car so that I have to spend the least amount of gas. And I really, I watched a video from this channel called, I think, Future. It's a freelance training show. It's more towards graphic designers, but everyone as well. And they said when you go for a freelance proposal and a job, you should always fight for a higher price, not because, yeah, you can afford a lower price, but because you're fighting for someone else. At some point, there's going to be someone else in your life, and you're going to have to provide for them too. And yes, you may be, able to live off of a little bit of cheaper pay for work, but, you know, do you want to provide that for your loved ones? And that hit me hard. I was like, wow, you know, not because me or my girlfriend doesn't work. My girlfriend works too, but it's like, what about me in 10 years? What about my girlfriend in 10 years? What about, what if something happens to one of our jobs? And what about, spending time to, you know, grow my brand more or help my esports team? What if a player drops a mouse and they need a new mouse and they can't afford it, but they're like the player that I want to play with and that we know we're doing good with. I don't want to have to lose someone because they can't afford a mouse. I don't want to have to eat less food because I can't afford it. I don't want to have to not drive a car because I can't put gas in it. So YouTube's been my thing, especially now because with the coronavirus, the remote workforce is just super flooded right now, and honestly, I can't find new jobs, and I'm fine where I'm at with the jobs that I have, but it's time. It's time to really dig my heels in and work and work and work and work and grind and really push myself to see what I can do. If I would have vlogged what I did over the past 3 or 2 months, whatever, however long it's been, I've been constantly adding stuff and pushing myself to do better. And I've been doing a lot better. The amount of stuff that I can do in one day compared to what I could even 2 weeks ago is very, very, very noticeable to me. It just is. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And it's time. It's time that, this YouTube channel, that I really start to take it serious. It's my one thing that I'm not taking serious. So what does this mean? Well, I'm going to force myself to upload one video a day, and I'm not going to go to bed until I've done one video a day. And if I lose sleep, I lose sleep. That's on me at this point. You know, I have enough time to do this, by the way. Like, I just do, you know? And, you know, I don't want to come up with an excuse like, you know, I'm busy all the time, because I'm not. I'm not busy all the time. I know for a fact that there's meetings on the esports team with other leaders that could have taken less time, that I messed around on my phone, that I did this, that I did that. Like, there's all sorts of little areas that I know that I'm wasting time at, you know? I could have been working on cutting out caffeine more so that I'm not as tired and I'll work faster. Very simple. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just be, I guess, in my house all day, every day working. And it's going to, I know that's for some people without context and knowing who I am, it seems like I'm going too far, but I'm not. I've done stuff like this before. It's, you know, I understand how tough it is, but I understand when to do things like take days off. You know, I'm very, very smart about planning a day off or pushing a little bit harder to get work done when I should and when I shouldn't actually drop sleep hours if I need to. You know, trying not to drop sleep hours. You know, I sometimes wish I could have shown you guys more of my life growing up, because it just, I don't know how else to describe it. This all seems like a lot for one person, and it is, but it's all stuff that I want to do. You know, it's a setting a foundation for a happy life. You know, I'm really starting to figure out what I want to do with my life. I filmed a video actually a month ago. It's a personal video, very personal video, and I think I said some stuff. I haven't looked at it. I said some stuff that probably shouldn't go on camera. Things like I'm pretty sure I said some people's names that I don't want to share. It was a video basically like my goal was to make $500, and I thought throughout, it was exactly 30 days ago I made that video. My goal is to make $500 a week, and it didn't happen. And I was like, why didn't it happen? Why didn't it happen? You know, why didn't it happen? Why did I make that video? And I realized, you know, like, money is a vehicle used by a lot of people to, it's like a simple goal that everyone wants sometimes, right? But for me, money's just another thing that in my life I decided I could have been pushing myself harder to make. You know, harder to make more money. It's the same thing as harder to make more YouTube videos, or pushing yourself harder to make an esports career. So yeah, and it's not just because a personal YouTube channel generates money for me. I mean, that's part of it, of course, you know, but another thing is just pushing myself to make it. It's a very valuable resource for me to learn. It helps me say no to jobs that, you know, I don't want. There's a job that I said no to, and it's not the client's fault that this happened, but the amount of work that he wanted was not worth my time. And part of that was because on YouTube, I could say no. You know, I could say no. Look, I can't work for that. I don't want to. It's a waste of my time. And you know what? If I have a bigger YouTube channel, same thing. Any other types of projects I want to start, it helps. Having a repertoire of videos, it helps, you know? And I need to push myself to apply the things that I know, you know? When I used to teach martial arts, I was good at applying what I knew. And I used it to take some dodgy people that I really didn't want to deal with and deal with them as fast as possible. And I need to, you know, I have YouTube best practices that I know that I really don't apply, you know, and every time I upload a video, if I know that I didn't apply a best practice, there's a small part of me that regrets uploading it. And that's just truth for me, you know, and some people are different. Some people, you know, they just want to upload the video just because, and that's good. You know, it's important to understand what you want to do. For me, there's best practices like for thumbnails and titles and all that, that I just know that I should be doing that I'm not doing, and that would just be best. And when I am doing all of them and checking those boxes and, you know, making sure that the video is pretty good and also set to grow, it makes me feel good. So same with streaming, you know. I don't know where streaming is going to fit into this. You know, maybe I just have to, not for a while. That's okay. Streaming's kind of that one thing that I really is like my personal, that's my personal project. But I still practice Siege, you know, and I could definitely stream some of it. And you know what? That'd be kind of cool. If my PC can handle it. My PC screams at me when it runs Siege, so I don't know, guys. But yeah, so I made a goal of making $500 a week. And why did I make that goal? It was because it would help me provide for my family. Plain and simple. Provide for me and provide for my family. And why am I making these goals of making X amount of money, growing a YouTube channel to 10K, growing an esports team, being in esports? It's all things that I want to do that are going to help me be happy. So it took me forever to get to the point of this video, but I'm gonna make a channel that has 10,000 subscribers on it. I see the potential that my YouTube channel has, and I enjoy it, and I need to unlock that potential. I'm going to be pushing myself really hard on my stuff, and there's going to be days where it sucks, but there's also going to be days where it feels epic. Like, a lot of people talk about the days that suck, but there's still days where you just get a ridiculous amount of crap done, and it makes you feel like you're on top of the world, and you just make things happen, and you don't know why, and you don't know how, but you do. So yeah, I'm going to make this channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. What am I going to do after that? I'm chasing, dude. I'm chasing. I'm young. I've got a lot of energy, and I'm chasing, man. I'm chasing esports pro status. I'm chasing a channel of 10 million subscribers. You know, I'm chasing being a good leader for an esports team. I'm chasing making $100,000 a year, I guess. I don't know what the number is that I picked. I think, yeah, it was about $100,000 a year that I wanted to make. So it was about that much. I think a little bit less. Oh, no, sorry, a little bit more. Oh, my God. Very audacious sometimes, but that's what's going to happen, guys. Expect videos frequently at this point. And if I don't upload, yell at me for it. You know? But I kind of see where I want my future to go. My future's going in a very different direction than it was a year ago. Let me tell you guys. Very, very, very different direction. But, yeah. I'm going to make this happen. And I'm not going to stop until I make it happen. Whether that's if YouTube dies out, I got to pick another platform. But I'm going to make it happen. So, that's it for this video. It's a little bit weird to make, but you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to, I guess, take my life serious because I know what I want to do with it, at least for the next couple years. I know the value that I can bring, and I know what I can provide for myself and my girlfriend and my cats and all that, you know, so that was tough. I don't know why that was so tough to say. I guess it was very true. And I've never told that to anybody. You guys are probably the first people. The first people to see this are the first people that know that that's what I want with my life. I didn't even know I wanted that with my life until literally about 20 minutes ago. So, that's what's going on. I want to provide for my family. And I want to provide for myself, you know, and just be happy. I want to be happy. You know, every time I wake up and a day is a B+, I ask myself, how can I make it an A+? You know, every time I wake up and it's a C+, an F-, how can I make that day an A+? And I try to make it happen. And I'm very gracious that I have gratitude. I have a lot of gratitude that I have the chance to make that happen. So, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. Don't know if I'll ever drop that. I don't want to. I told people that when I joined the Xbox, we're on PC now, but when I joined the Xbox team, I said my gamer tag of I'm Pacific is not going away. That's my name. That's who I am. So, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at making video games, and I'm going to be taking this channel to 10,000 subscribers. And I'm going to bleed for it, but it's going to be worth it in the end. Alright. See you guys later.